For baseball action as the Trier Trevians take on the Notre Dame Dons in non-conference play, obviously. Glad to have you, and welcome. Baseball action on a sunshiny day, but a bit on the cool side. And we're going to get a first chance to see Dan Martinez. Just transferred into New Trier. So it's nice to be here. Glad to have you with us. All set to get underway. Here's Joe Jarengo. So Jarengo leads it off. Takes a ball. Martinez. First two pitches have been balls. Now the delivery. Inside the ball. Notre Dame Dons from Niles. And the New Trier Trevians. New Trier very highly regarded this year. Might be the best team on the north side. There's a strike. If we go according to some of the newspaper accounts here. Ball four. And Jarengo draws the walk. So run around at first.
You want to pay for the scoreboard?
Yeah, let's see. Here's Hartford. The Notre Dame team has done their roster instead of numerically, alphabetically, so it takes us a little longer to find out who somebody is here. There's a strike to Hartford. Strike. One of the things, I don't usually, well, I do get on my high horse occasionally. And one of the things I get on my high horse about, strike three, and Hartford is out. One of them here's Catavatore, and one of the things that I do get a little upset with is smoking and or chewing tobacco. There's a high pop-up. And Dusty Napoleon takes it in fair territory. We're out number two. And I suppose it's not really, I don't really get upset with it if you're away from the school. But I do get upset with it on school grounds, even out in the ballpark. There's attempted steal, and that didn't work. And the Dons go quietly in the first inning. No runs, no hits. A walk, and nobody left. Go to the bottom half of the first inning. But like I said, I guess, we're trying so hard to warn of the dangers of tobacco, and parents, adults that are doing it where it is illegal under state law, no tobacco products on any school grounds. So, even out here on a baseball field where you're outside, the state law precludes smoking. I mean, that's just as bad, I suppose, or smoking, or for that matter, even chewing tobacco. The reason I'm bringing that up, I was at a game recently where one of the coaches from one of the teams was chewing tobacco while he's talking to the kids. He's got it tucked in his mouth, and he's got his spit cup. And, I guess I've got a real problem with that, It's Is it any wonder that the student athletes are getting into this stuff? And the downside of that, as I have frequently mentioned over the years, he had a player from the mid-'90s, 24 years old, died of throat cancer from chewing tobacco. And pitch outside to Napoleon. We're in the first, bottom of the first, no score. Here's a foul ball out of play, straight to the Trevians leadoff hitter, Dusty Napoleon. Outside a ball. There's a high fly ball. Left fielder having trouble now and won't get it. Well, not much of a wind. I think he just misjudged it. There is a little bit of a breeze. It is blowing in from the southeast. Ball 4. Curved around the plate. And Dusty Napoleon leads off the inning. We'll have a courtesy runner, Ryan O'Rourke. Here's Jimmy Heinz, second baseman for the Warriors, Trevians. Jimmy Heinz bats here in the bottom half of the first. Second man, that's what I was thinking. Pitch is high and outside the ball. Sunshiny day. Wind off the lake. Swing and a miss, strike. There's the throw, not in time, and O'Rourke has a stolen base. No, it is not. Not a stolen base. Heinz is out for interference. He stepped across the bag. Let's watch it again. So Jimmy Heinz is out for batter interference, and O'Rourke will have to go back. Let's see if we can see it. Here, I know the catcher double clutched. I think Jimmy went across the bag. Yeah. See where he's standing? That is interference on the part of Jimmy Heinz. Austin Turban, the batter. So Turban bats. A couple of throws on over to first. And a strike. Strike one. So runner on at first. Throw over again. Now that they know that O'Rourke can run, they'll keep a close eye on him. There goes a runner. Swing and a miss. Strike. And now he got the stolen base. This time, even though Austin stepped across the base, the catcher had a clear shot, and that is why that one is not interference. Otherwise, it would have been. Swinging a ground ball. Slow roller up the middle. Base hit. Here comes O'Rourke home. He'll score. And on the play, Turban goes to second, but he gets tagged out. But in the meantime, the Trevians have picked up a run, 2 out. Here's Miles Klaus. Miles, good bat. And also a good arm. Solid pitcher. Very highly regarded. There's a strike. And as you can tell, Miles is a tall, lanky player. This time he did go strike. So 2 out for the Trevians. Bottom of the first, they lead it 1-0. Bright, sunshiny day, great day for baseball. Be better if that wind was blowing from the southwest instead of the southeast, making it a little bit cooler here about a mile from the lake. Now the pitch on the way. A little foul tip, strike 3, and the inning over. But the Trevians come up with a run on a hit. No errors, nobody left. We'll be back. Well, Kudlick gets new life as he leads off here in the second inning. He was at the plate when Durango was thrown out. That's low ball. Dan Martinez on the mound for the Trevians. Dan's got some good stuff. The pitch outside the ball. No. It actually got the, looks like it got the bat and then him. But he's okay. He's still going to bat here. Kudlick, the pitcher today. Foul ball. Back to the screen. Strike. Fortunately, that was on the left hand. He is a righty. Here at Duke Childs Field. Ground ball. Fair ball right down the line. That's going to go as a base hit. Just a long single for Kudlick. And we'll get a courtesy runner for him. And let's see. Boy, a real Mutton Jeff over there. Klaus about 6'4", and this other, the courtesy runner here, Sapina. Now hit by a pitch. And a courtesy runner for the catcher. Here's Kevin Mitchell. Corey Anderson, the pinch runner at first. Swing it a bit, strike. So Sapina on at second. Anderson on at first as the two courtesy runners for the pitcher and the catcher. As Mitchell bats. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Inside the ball. There's a strike. They list Miles at 6'4", but I don't know. He might be a little bit taller than that. Hard to tell. Low and inside of ball. Trier has a couple of big athletes. Dusty Napoleon, about 6'3". Swing and a miss, strike three. And there's one away. Trier trying to make it to the quarterfinals, if you will, downstate for the first time since 2000 when they won it. As those of you who watch our broadcast on the bigger network saw, there's a long fly ball. Back she goes, back up against the wall. Here comes a runner home. Here comes a second man. He's on his way. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. They got him. And Anderson out at the plate on the double. Inside a ball. So Paulie on at second. 2 out. Swinging a ground ball. Picked up by Hickey. No. Had trouble with it. Eric. And Kratzmeyer on at first on that error. Foul ball back to the screen. Pitch is low, a ball. Swing and a miss, strike. Infacino with a base hit single. And another run home. And here's Jarango. Leadoff batter, he walked. First time up. Danny Martinez looks back. Pitches, got a strike. Out of delivery, low and inside the ball. Durango, leadoff batter. And Danny Martinez getting deep into the counts. Don't like to see that, particularly early in the year. There's a strike. Oh, nice pitch. Now the pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball. Comebacker. Martinez has it. Over to first. 1-3 on the putout. And in the inning, 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. 1 error and 2 left. Here's Rob Russell. Leading it off. Takes a pitch outside the ball. Here in the bottom half of the second inning. Bottom of the second. Pitch high ball. Rob, the right fielder. Now they pitch. Just a little outside the ball. 2-0 to Rob Russell. Ball 4, and Russell, leadoff man on via the walk here in the bottom of the second. Here's Vogler. So Vogler bats, and the pitch in there for a strike. Next week here on the network, a lot of sports action, as always. A reminder, New Trier games that you are watching right now, only seen on New Trier Lyceum this year. But if you'd like to see sports action, we have the Ramblers and the Giants as well. They'll be on the big network. 1-1. And by big network, that one covers over 200,000 subscribers. The Trier Lyceum covers about 25,000. Throw to first, runner back. Swing and a miss. Strike. To Vogler. 1-2 the count. Again, the throw to first. Again, the runner back. I can't beat watching baseball. Boy, do I get my fix of baseball games. There's a high pop-up foul, and that's going to be windshield whacker off to the right. Throw to first. Again, the runner back. Just our schedule this year, because of the 3 teams we cover. It's about 50 games during the spring. There's a base hit to right by Vogler. Russell will stay at second. So runners on at first and second. Nobody out. And here's Brendan Liss. Two on. No out. Kudlick delivers. Shortened the bunt. Took a strike. Strike one. Time called. Weren't getting the signals. There goes the bunt. Picked up. Only place to go, one, and nobody there. So you got us, even though, well, you got to score that as a hit, I suppose. You can't give an error on not being in position. And a pitch high ball, that's pretty subjective. And strike. Kevin Rogers. Rogers playing left field today. Now the pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. Strike. Bases loaded. Nobody out for the Trevians with a chance to do a little damage here. Rogers steps out, not quite ready. Second inning. Now the pitch, high, a ball. There's a shot foul. Strike. This year, the expectations against Glenbrook South. Little up and down early on. Little foul tip. Stays alive. Time called. Magic of television. And the editing machine pitches high, a ball. Senior Kevin Rogers. Our next New Trier game scheduled, New Trier and Glenbard East from Kane County. Last time we were there, state championship. And Kevin's older brother Brian was the left fielder that made the 3 putouts to finish that game off. We'll be back there as our next New Trier game on the network. Foul ball back to the screen. There's a foul ball out of play. Windshield whacker. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. But Rogers with a pretty good at bat, following a couple of pitches off before he struck out. Here's Greg Hickey. Greg Hickey, the batter. 1 out, bases loaded. Swing and a miss, strike. One out. Bases loaded. Bottom of the second. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. To Hickey. New Trier, Schaumburg, Frem. Notre Dame is actually kind of well thought of this year. Pitch outside the ball. Kind of hard to tell, because this time of the year, you really don't know what teams have and as a team. And a lot of the ratings, if you will, ranks. There's a strike. Strike 3. A little low on the outside corner. Low. Knee high. And here's Napoleon, 2 out. Bases still jammed. I think you really have to go. It's really done at this time of year basically on name recognition. Well, who does everybody know? There's a ball. Going away. Dusty Napoleon, the batter. There's a strike. And Napoleon didn't like that all that much. Stepped out. Inside a ball. Dusty, three-sport athlete. Quarterback on the basketball team. And catcher here was a captain, is a captain on all three. Outside the ball. Dusty's been on a little bit of a hitting tear here early on in the going on the season. Line shot up the middle base hit single. That'll score one. Here comes the second runner. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Two. Come across on the single by Napoleon. And the Trevians have gained the lead. O'Rourke running at second. Pitch inside the ball to Jimmy Heinz. He was called out for batter interference his last time up.
Good spot, man. Good spot. Right there. Good giving that clear. The other one was inside. Yeah, I saw that.
Austin Turban, the Trevian center fielder this year. On deck, pitch down the line, foul. There's some of the Notre Dame fans here today. There's a foul ball. Straight. That's low ball. Outfield for the Dons, playing pretty much straight away. Back to the screen, strike. Now they pitch. Little ground ball, slow roller. Shortstop has it, throws. Not in time. And another run home. There's a strike to Austin Turban. Turban bats, pitch on the way, outside the ball. The Trevians with a little three-run outburst here. Managed to get the first three on base. Then Kudlick with two strikeouts and now two singles by Napoleon and Heinz have driven home 3 runs. There's a pitch low and outside the ball. We're at Duke Childs Field. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Right back up the middle. And yet another run home. On the single. And a 4-run outburst here. Heinz stopping at second. Here's Miles Klaus. The Trevians have batted around here. Pitch is high ball. Now the pitch at side corner for a strike. Turban at first, Heinz at second. Delivery on the way, outside the ball. They're going to throw on down to second. And Heinz back in plenty of time. 2-1 the count to Miles Klaus.
Nice pitch. Attaboy.
There's a strike. Low and outside the ball. And the count's gone full to Miles Klaus.
Come on, Dons.
Count's full. Out of pitch. Strike three. And the inning over. But the Trevians come up with 4 and lead it 5-2 at the end of 2 innings. We'll be back with more baseball action in just a moment here on the network. Go to the 3rd inning. Here's Hartford. Struck out his first time up. Batting here in the 3rd inning. First pitch, high pop-up, foul, and a windshield whacker. Third inning. Going to be a rather lengthy ball game, I guess, today. Pitch low and outside the ball. And a foul ball back. Dan Martinez on the mound. Pitch on the way, and there for a strike. Deuces on the count to Hartford. 3rd inning. Outside the ball, and the count goes full. Now the pitch. Swing and a high pop-up. Dusty Napoleon giving chase and cannot get it. Vogler actually should have had a shot at it. And a pretty good windshield whacker off to the right. Strike 3. And for a second time, Hartford goes down on strikes. And here's Dean Catamatore. Catamatore, very highly regarded baseball player. Pitch is low ball. Hot shot foul. What if that one would have hit a window over there? It would have broken it. Pitch a low ball. New Church put in some new dugouts this year. Little bounder picked up by Klaus. He'll flip over to Martinez covering. 3-1 on a putout. And then Martinez got run over a little bit by Catamatore and did a little glaring. And warned by the umpire at first. Here's Kudlick. He singled his first time up. The pitcher for the Dons today. Outside the ball. Inside. Two out, nobody on. Pitch is low ball.
Let's go, Danny. Come on now.
Outside ball. Ball 4, and Kudlick draws a walk. Second walk issued by Danny Martinez. There's a strike. There's a pop-up foul out of play. Windshield whacker. Outside the ball. Low and outside the ball. Keenan Long. Hit by a pitch his last time up. High pop-up, foul, and out of play. Strike 3. Caught him looking. And in the top of the third for the Notre Dame Dons, no runs. No hits, a walk, and one left. Some of the Trevian faithful down the line at the third baseline over by the Trier bullpen. Rob Russell leading it off here. He walked his first time up last inning. Trevian's batted around. That's a low ball. Now the delivery. That's a ball. Ball 4. And once again, Rob Russell on base via the walk. Here's Danny Vogler. Got some action down in the bullpen. Go to first, runner back for the Notre Dame Dons. Foul ball, straight. Go to first, runner back. There's a strike. Vogler, he singled last time up. Let's see if I can figure out what my schedule is going to be. We're all over the place. Let's see. Monday. Let's see. New Trier, Highland Park, New Trier, Maine West are our 2 games scheduled for next week. Here on the network. Little foul tip, strike 3. And Vogler's down. Here's Brendan Liss. Takes a strike. Strike 1. And for those of you interested, we have 3 games next week from Highland Park against Warren, New Trier, and Clemente. And then Loyola game next week, just 1 against Northside. Ground ball, slow roller, picked up. Throw in time, 5-3 on the putout. On the play, going to second is Rob Russell. So Russell on in scoring position with 2 out. And here's Kevin Rogers. Kevin struck out his first time up, but it was a good at bat, making Kudlick throw a lot of pitches. This one is high and tight for a ball. Low and away a ball. Bottom of the third. Trevians with the 3-run lead. Kudlick delivers just a little outside a ball. Trevians 5 runs on 6 hits. There's a strike. And the Notre Dame Dons 2 runs on 3. There's the strike. Knee high. And the count's gone full to Rogers. Ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning. Put 2 aboard for the Trevians. And here's Greg Hickey, number 9 man in the Trevians lineup. And in the days now of the designated hitter, the number 9 spot has actually become fairly important, because it's another opportunity to get a singles type hitter. You put in that lineup in that spot, and you assume your leadoff man's going to be fairly strong at doing that. You have an opportunity to get 2 aboard for your heavy thumpers in the 2, 3, and 4 spots, and even 5 spot. New Trier worked that to perfection. Swing and a miss, strike. Strike 3. Well, I'll talk about that next inning. In the inning, no runs, no hits, 2 walks, and 2 left for the Trevs. At the end of 3, it's 5-2 favor of New Trier, and we'll be back with more. First baseman for the Dons, Kevin Mitchell, leads it off. Goes for the bunt, ground, and picked up by Vogler. The throw in time. Not a bang-bang play. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Paulie. There's a fly ball right field, and oops, Russell got turned around a little bit. And Paulie on with the single. And he's 2 for 2 on the day. And here's Kratzmeyer. He was safe on an error. Last time up. That's low ball. Runner won't go. Throw to first. And Paulie back. Now the delivery. High fly ball on the run. Turban has it. We're out number 2. Here's Infacino. He singled his last time up. Now the pitch. Ball outside. Infacino gets his sign. Yeah, ball low and inside. We're here in the top of the fourth. On the Metro Chicago Sports Network. There's a high fly ball. Over goes Russell. He has it for the out. And the inning done due to be over. No runs, one hit. No errors, one left. Go to the bottom of the fourth, halfway home in this one. Trevians leading at 5-2. And we'll be back right after our station identification.
Baseball. Exciting.
This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network on New Trier Lyceum. Bottom of the fourth, new pitcher on. Greg Retta on in relief. Strike one to Dusty Napoleon. No, can't. Oh, yeah, Dusty Napoleon. Right. Pitch is low ball. There's a hot shot foul. Windshield whacker down the line in right. New Trier and Notre Dame. Notre Dame, pretty good ball club this year. Outside the ball. In the Central Suburban South, the two teams expected to make a run at it. New Trier and Maine South. Although I've always said the important thing, ground ball, picked up by the first baseman, flipped over. Nope. And I have a tendency to call that an error. Courtesy runner. So Napoleon on all three times he's been at the plate. Here's Heinz. Pitch outside the ball. There goes the runner. There goes the throw. Stolen base. Second stolen base of the ball game. Both of them by Ryan O'Rourke. There's a strike. New Trier, Maine South. Back in, was it 2000 or 1999? I forget which year that was. I think it was 1999. Glenbrook South had a great ball club. Won conference that year. Went out in the playoffs pretty early. And the Trevians went on to finish second in state. There's a high pop-up down the line, foul territory. And Mitchell has it. And there's one away. Here's Austin Turban. Been on base both times by singles. Whacks one foul off to the left. The right fielder in the freshman game can get clunked on the head from behind if he's not careful. There's a shot to second. One hopper, throw to first in time. 4-3 on the putout. And over to third goes Ryan O'Rourke. So O'Rourke at third, and here's Miles Klaus. That's a ball inside. There's a fly ball, a little inside on the run, on the giddy up, and caught by the right fielder. And a quick 1-2-3 inning here. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the fifth, and the Trevians leading it 5-2. We'll be back. Go to the fifth inning here. First pitch on the way by Danny Martinez is outside for a ball. Ball one. Trevians leading. And a strike. Ground ball. Hickey has it. Up throwing. In time. 6-3 on a put out. One up, one down. Here's Harford. Harford struck out his first 2 times at the plate, batting here in the fifth inning. Takes a strike. Notre Dame, very highly regarded as a baseball team this year. Ball low and away. They're probably about the 5th or 6th best team in the north and northwest suburbs. It's a ball. At least that had a lot to do with name recognition. In for the base hit. And Harford on with the single. Here's Catamatore. And Dean Catamatore, one of the top baseball players up this way. Joey Bonadonna from Stevenson, also very highly regarded. Talking about other players beyond the teams I cover here. Now the pitch on the way. Foul ball. Windshield whacker off to the right. 1-1 the count. That's low, a ball. We're in the fifth inning. Inside a ball. Catamatore plays for the Lakeside Cardinals. A lot of the Notre Dame players play for that open team, the Lakeside Cardinals. Pitch is high, ball 4. And 2 aboard. With a 1 out. And here's Kudlick. He's been on base both times. He's been up, single. Scored one of the 2 runs back in the second. Walked. Coach Clip out to have a word as the Trevians send Borey down to start warming up. I believe that's who that is. I'm having trouble this year keeping track of the players. Yeah, it's Borey. Now to pitch to Kudlick. A little inside a ball. 2 on, 1 out. You look back. That's a ball. Throw on down to second. Oh, my. Nearly got him. Back in time. Here's Harford. The look back. Second time. Ground ball. Slow roller. Going to be a tough play. Pick up. Throw not in time. Everybody's safe on a little infield single. So now the bases are loaded. With a 1 out. And here's Keenan Long. A fly ball. Waiting for it. And Russell. And he has it for the sac fly. Harford coming home. Here's a strike to Kevin Mitchell, first baseman for the Dons. Now the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike. Wind is blowing kind of cross field from first to third, but not a factor today. Strike three. Caught him looking. One run on 2 hits. 2 left. And Rob Russell, long fly ball. Back she goes. Back and out of here. Home run. Rob Russell pops one out of here. So Rob Russell pops one out of here for a home run to lead off the bottom half of the 5th inning and retain the 3-run advantage for the Trevians. The Trevian right fielder on base all 3 times today and has scored 2 runs. And a home run for Rob Russell. Belt high, right over the outer half of the plate. First pitch of the bottom of the 5th inning. And Rob Russell takes it downtown. He got all of that one. High and deep. And out that way, it's got to be probably about 3. And he hit it right in the power alley. Got to be about 365 and another 10 feet, about a 375 poke, I would think. And the Trevians lead now 6-3. So Rob Russell leads off the bottom of the 5th. Now high and tight a ball. Shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Kind of let him know. Swing and a miss. Strike. And the count evens up at 1-1 to Andy Vogler. 1 for 2 on Bidet. Single in the 2nd. Struck out in the 3rd. Batting here in the 5th. That's low ball. And that's low ball. I'm running out of space for all these rosters I'm picking up this year. Got a lot of them. Now the delivery. There's a fly ball. And right at Catabatori for out number 1. Here's Brandon Liss. So Brandon Liss bats. There's a strike. Strike 1. Strike 2. The swing and a miss. Yeah. Dropping things. Here's a ground ball. Over to first. No. Bad throw. That's an error. So, runner on at first, and Kevin Rogers batting. Well, Kevin's going to fulfill a family deal here. There's a fly ball or ground ball foul. And that is that all the brothers, Rogers, will have played at Elfstrom Stadium. The two older brothers, Brian, we've got a courtesy runner, Gustavo Gonzalez, running at first. There goes the runner, and I don't know, cross signals. Head down, and away he went. Well, something got crossed up there, missed signals. And suffice to say, the coach is not very happy with that. A missed signal. So now there are two down as Rogers takes the walk. And here is Greg Hickey. Pitches low ball. Or make that Maelstrom. Inside the ball. Mike Maelstrom. I got to keep all the Maelstrom brothers straight, too. High fly ball. And left fielder will end up taking it. Route number 3 of the inning. And we move to the 6th. Trevians leading 6-3. We'll be back with more in just a moment here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Matt Sherman now at third for the Trevians. Foul ball. Strike one. DePauli leading off here, bottom third of the batting order, due up for the Dons here this inning. Outside the ball. And the count was up at 1-1. And that one's outside, makes it 2-1. 3-1. Top of the 6th. Here at Duke Childs Field, named for the very first athletic director at New Trier. Came in 1913. Strike 3. I missed a pitch. And there's one down. Here's Kratzmeyer. Safe on an error and flew out. Fouled off. That's low for a ball. That's fouled off. Strike. We're in our 17th year of television broadcast of sports here on the network. Foul ball. Strike 3. Caught him looking. And 2 down. Here's Infacino. Number 9 batter. Little outside of ball, I believe. There's a high fly ball. Waiting for it. And over to the head. On the way to third. No, he'll stay at second with the double. Is Infacino. And here's Durango. Takes a strike. So Durango bats. Low and away a ball. Whoa, shave and haircut. 2 bits. 2-1 the count. To Durango. 2 out. Runner on second. Now the pitch. Strike on the outside corner, and the count evens up at deuces. Trevians have the top of the batting order due up. In the bottom of the 6th. Now the pitch on the way. Foul ball. Now the delivery. Here's a fly ball, right field. Right at Rob Russell. Takes a couple of steps over to his right. Actually to his left, and the inning over. No runs. 1 hit, 1 left. And bottom half of the frame, Dusty Napoleon leading it off. Napoleon, Heinz, and Turban scheduled to bat. Outside for a ball, ball 1. Napoleon been on base all 3 times. He's been up there. Walk, a single, and safe on an error. Now the pitch. There's a strike. 6th inning. There's a 1 hopper. A little trouble with it. Picked it up. Throw in time. 4-3. Stayed with it. Nice job by the second baseman for the Dons. And there's 1 away. Here's Jimmy Heinz. Heinz batting. And the first pitch. There's a high fly ball. On the giddy up. And nobody will get to that one. Heinz on his way to second with the double, and that's where he'll stay. So Jimmy Heinz, second hit of the ball game, single back in the second, gets a double here. He was out on batter interference and popped out to the first baseman in foul territory. His other plate appearances. Here's Austin Turban, 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles and a ground out. Second to first. The look back. And the pitch. Low a ball.
Stopping. Come on, Greg.
High a ball. 2-0. Ground ball. Second baseman has it. Flip to first. 4-3 on the putout. On the play, Heinz moves on over to third. And here's Miles Klaus. Miles has the collar today. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Like to see Miles strike, get himself on track in the bat. He has been on track pitching, done fairly well. There's a high fly ball, and beautiful catch by the center fielder, Dean Cannavatori. And the inning over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We played through 6. Trevians lead at 6-3. We'll be back with more in just a moment here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. We go to the 7th inning. Hereford, Cannavatori, and Kudlik do up. Pitches outside the ball. Alex Borey now on the mound. No, I take that back. Danny's going to stay in there. Outside the ball. Saw him warming up. I thought we would see Mr. Borey here in the 7th. Out of delivery. Straight. Oh, Danny Martinez trying to go the distance here. I have my problems this early in the year with having pitchers go the distance. Low and inside the ball. I know you want to give them some work, but there's also a point this early in the year where you don't want to wear out your arms for the big stretch. Ball 4. Hartford draws a walk. And here's Dean Cannavatori. And out comes Coach Clip, and that's going to be it. Now we're going to get Alex Borey. I sort of figured that. So left-hander Alex Borey on. In relief of Martinez, pitches high and outside the ball. Dean Cannavatori. Dangerous hitter for the Dons. Now the pitch high and outside the ball. There's a high fly ball. Russell drifting back. He has it for the out. And there's one away. Here's Kudlik. Borey is senior. Trevians have a lot of seniors and juniors on this team. One sophomore, Brandon List. There's a strike. This is not Kudlik. But in any case, there's a ground ball. Bobble. And nowhere to go with it. Error. Second error of the ball game for the Trevs. 2 on, 1 out. There's a high pop-up. Napoleon giving chase. Won't get to it. Keenan Long. There's a strike. So Keenan Long bats. The catcher hit by a pitch, struck out, sacrifice fly, high and outside the ball. Now the pitch on the way. There's a foul ball, windshield whacker. Strike 3.
Nice job, Borey. Nice pitch.
And there's 2 down. And here's Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell has struck out twice and grounded out. Third to first. 2 out. Here in the 7th. Last hope, swing and a miss, strike one. Now the look back, the pitch by Boring. Swing and a miss, strike two. And the Dons down to their last strike. The look back, the pitch, strike three, and the ball game over. And we'll be back in just a moment to wrap this one up. The final word on this one for the new Trier Trevians: 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 2 stolen bases, both of them by Ryan O'Rourke as a courtesy runner for Dusty Napoleon. 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, and the Trevians left 5 on base. They were struck out 6 times and walked 5 times. For the Notre Dame Dons, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, no stolen bases for them. They were walked 4 times, struck out 9. Between Danny Martinez and Alex Borre, 9 left on base and 1 hit batsman. So this is Mark Moran. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Join us for our next New Trier game here on the network when New Trier takes on Glenbard East here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Join us for our Loyola and Highland Park games on our full network on Channel 19. For all of us, hope you enjoyed this game. And as always, we say,